Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down under nitty-gritty under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very important. And not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. People who just basically cannot think outside the box. And so I'm one of the rare guys, of course, schizoaffective type individuals who basically hear the voice, inner voices and stuff. I just want to make sure that people understand who I am. I am not someone who's your friend if you can't be a friend. Okay, I am someone who basically have different abilities, different from everybody else. That's why I don't really want people to watch my videos. But I try to do other things on the side, though, to keep myself occupied. Okay, but other than that, this message, of course, is for all of you werewolves, you shapeshifters, you bats, you superheroes, you other guys out there who are not part of the general public. And as I say, I'm gonna make this video. This is unscripted as well. A warning to all superheroes. Okay, I was just watching. Okay, yeah, it's just a warning to all y'all individuals who do have superpowers and shit and different abilities, like Stan Lee. Okay, and Stan Lee is my favorite. Okay, it's too bad that nobody didn't try to save his life from all those hooligans who pulled his life force down. And of course, his legacy is such a great thing. I just wish somebody would have saved him. Okay. Though I talked about saving his life many times. I guess it was probably his time to go, but I don't know. Okay, but I don't put spells on good people anyway, but pure hearts anyway. It only works on the bad and the evil. Okay, but let's make this message really clear. As I was watching The Boys on Prime, Amazon Prime, which is exclusive to Amazon Prime, just like Netflix have certain exclusives, Hulu has their own exclusives, HBO has their own exclusives. Because I just watched The Watchmen, which gives it a more realistic tone to superheroes, in the world. All those individuals who are special, who are not moguls, okay, and humans with no powers, okay. Don't use my message when I was watching that so far. I know there has to be another season of The Boys. And when I watched that shit, I was like, this shit is kind of a little bit more interesting than fucking Watchmen. Okay, and they got a series on the Watchmen as well. And when I'm watching shit like that, I'm like, how much suffering do they have to go through if you're a person with superpowers and then you reveal yourself to the human moguls? That's not really wise. That's not really wise, because the moguls are really going to gather up upon you. The Mughals basically believe in superstitious gods, but if God would come down, I told you they would not like God himself. If he came down in the flesh, like I tell people all the time, I'm Jesus. I keep saying this all the time. I'm willing to goddamn sacrifice myself. Hell the fuck no, not any fucking more, man. I said before, if I die, I'm coming back as them. They might urge God. I'm not going to have any involvement in human beings. The only time I'm going to have involvement is when I want something, okay? And it's going to be basically for a good purpose, a great desire, for a greater purpose, for a greater good. Okay, my warning is basically to all y'all individuals who do have superpowers, using it for the greater good. Just try to stay away from humans who make popularity. You don't flaunt your power. Okay, that's all it is. Because if them crackers catch you, okay, your ass is grass. You're gone. Okay, but you can't stop them all because they're always thinking and contemplating on how to destroy you, or bringing one person together to bring another person together so they can destroy you all in one fell swoop. Now, though some of you individuals may have any weaknesses, okay? Some weaknesses basically cannot be captured by them, okay? But I'm just saying it's best to be wise. It's best to be safe than sorry, okay? Don't be exposing yourself, okay? Like this one guy I saw in India somewhere who can shoot fire arrows, hands, and shit like that. And then he made a mistake and tried to recant and retract everything he'd have done. Okay, and he did it on camera and shit. And some white folks all went over there and they started talking to him and stuff. That's why I said. And then he made a mistake. He fucked up with the ancestors. He said he fucked up, but I made a mistake. It's too late. I've already saw his power over there. Nowadays he might be chased and shit. And I tell you all guys all the time. Okay, people don't have to believe me in my power. Okay, I don't even care. I just say you can take it with a grain of salt. You don't have to take it with a grain of salt. I don't have any goddamn powers. It's passive. It's not my goddamn fault I was born like this, okay? And so next thing you know, I realized that people think people are a game. So you should never take them seriously as well as either. So you basically should just protect yourself. Just protect yourself. Never get off your own fucking weaknesses. Don't never talk about it or anything. So I don't really have any goddamn weaknesses. So I try my best to get along with who I can, okay? And to protect the ones you care about, but don't get too attached. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody's watching you. Somebody's listening to you. And you should always think like that, paranoia, okay? Always think that you're being watched and listened to, okay? And then they'll try to test you and shit like that. You know, just think like that. That's the only thing I gotta say to y'all superheroes out there who do exist. As I said before, most human beings, they have an attention span of a fucking mouse, okay? As soon as you make a noise, they just judge you and they run away. But that's a good thing. So use that platform as something beneficial to the wisdom that what I'm saying here. If you do have superpowers, okay, you know, keep that shit to yourself, man. Keep that shit to yourself. Okay, because you don't want to get caught up in getting killed and shit. And please always remember that I do believe in karma, okay? So since I'm a good, noble-hearted person, you know, I try to keep to myself and stay away from a lot of people in general because people just like to laugh. And then something bad happened to them. I'm like, I told you, you didn't listen. Okay, not my problem. But anyway, what else is there to say? That TV series taught me a goddamn valuable lesson. And I made a video about that shit in the past. I made a video about it. Don't use magic on the Muggles unless it's completely for self-defensible purposes. Okay? But don't be telling people that you got magical abilities like I do, okay? But people don't believe I have anything, so I'm glad, okay? So if you want to make it psychological, you can. But you still might be chased, though. White folks be watching me anyway. I know they can hear me and shit because I'm using the fucking internet. But I don't want to be popular. That's why I tell people do not fucking subscribe. You can turn on the notifications. As I love you all, but I hate the many of you, okay? I ain't trying to start no international war. I don't have no powers where I can lift things and shit like that. I don't have the really destructive power, okay? So they're not really that interested in me, okay? But of course, some superheroes like, some beings out there like attention. So as I say, be careful. Just be careful of the consequences. They all can backfire on you if you focus on yourself. I told you that already. If you got any special abilities, okay? If you got any special abilities and shit, keep it to yourself, okay? But if you do want to flaunt it, it's up to you. You know what happens. I be playing this fucking game called The Witcher. You see how Geralt, okay, he's going through all this hate, and he's trying to protect humans for a cost. For a fucking cost. Killing monsters that kill humans and shit. And he's a monster himself. He's not really a monster. He's just a mutant. Okay, you can call us mutants. I said, so I could rename this whole video. It said, be careful, mutants out there who basically have different abilities. This is like the X-Men. Okay, you know, I'm on Magneto's side, though, truthfully. Magneto is a good person. Okay. I'm not really down with Xavier's philosophy too much, but I like his philosophy. But other than that, I'm not the bad guy. Okay, I won't even listen to everything what Magneto told me. Okay, I just say, hey, you know, I'm just like, if you want to join forces and shit, just be careful. Try to be kind to everybody and shit. Only in self-defense. But Magneto wanted to take offense, and I didn't think that was wise. Self-defense is wise. Okay? And sometimes, you know, you can't help your power, and then you're gonna have to be destroyed. It's not your fault. Okay, that's why I say keep in isolation, keep yourself protected, keep yourself safe. And the dude was good, okay? Because if you're trying to go robbing banks and shit disappearing and shit like that, that means you making life too easy for you, man. This life is not that. It's not of a challenge, okay? It's just the purpose of living in this life. It's just like a game, okay? You want to try to get your things early, but it's up to you. If you cheat, and then your life is being recorded, and then if you die and shit, nothing lasts forever. And then your life, you say, oh, you cheated, you did this, you did that. And they say, I didn't do none of those things. Everything for me is reflective, protective. That's my magic, reflective, protective, okay? But other than that, peace and love to brothers and sisters of light and dark. Go to my page. And y'all should watch that movie called The Boys on Amazon Prime. I said, well, yo, that shit blew me out of the fucking water. Okay? And also The Watchmen. It's on HBO, though. That's on HBO. It's better than most of them X-Men movies, in my opinion. It's so realistic, okay? Peace.